Hey Slimer! Go check this out. Hello, I'm Darren the Magic Ghostbuster, and in this video I am unboxing a full box of the Ecto Collection. These are the blind box figures made by Hasbro. I had to import these. Unfortunately, they have not appeared in the UK, and there just doesn't seem to be any sign of them turning up in the UK. I'm sure down the road they'll turn up in some bargain shop, knowing the way Hasbro operates, but for now, they've not been available. So I imported these from Big Bad Toy Store. I only found two places selling them by the box. Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth's postage was absolutely ridiculous. So I went Big Bad Toy Store. But let's open these up and see if we get a full set. So a very quick look at the brown box that they were shipped in. And you know, this sort of stuff doesn't really interest me, but I know it interests some people. So obviously you've got like the codes there. It says action figures, 12 pieces, GBH, FHS, a Ghostbusters Firehouse, collectible, and Ghostbusters, and pretty much the same all the way round. So let's take them out of there because we're really here for the figures themselves. So that's obviously to stop that bottom layer from moving. And a quick look round, and there is how the Ecto Collection would be displayed in a shop for those countries that seem to be getting these. Now, Hasbro did make these for Ghostbusters Afterlife, which was a mini puffed, or mystery mini puffed, mystery one in each one. There was 12 in a box of these, as there is 12 here. There was 6 of these to collect, and if you bought a box, it ended up with 2 full sets. There's 12 of these to collect, 6 Slimers and 6 mini puffs. I'm hoping that it's the same thing, we end up with a full set. Sometimes with these mystery things, you end up with a full set, sometimes you don't. So, fingers crossed it's a full set. They also put a code on these. So they did a code with the mini puffs, and they've done it again with these ones, which I believe is there. So I can see that there. I don't know what it's going to show up on camera, but there's an A there. So they've done different letters as a code to which is which. I don't remember what one A corresponds to without checking. But that sheet was done by the Extra Plasm podcast. So I know what this one is. I'm not going to check the codes on any of the rest of these because I think it'd be fun to actually just open them and let it be a surprise. So let's start off. So obviously we're looking at A, and take a quick look at the box. So we have a look at the different ones to collect there. The back doesn't really have much written on it, and so it looks like we need to cut tape there. So let's just grab a knife. I want to keep the boxes as good as possible. So yes, so it looks like we need to cut the tape here and here. Trying to be gentle. There we go. So that's cool, the way they open up. So opens up a bit like the containment unit. And then there we go. That opens up there. I suppose I should cut the tape at the top as well, really. So the inside of the box is quite cool. And so here's our first one. So like I said, that was A, and that is a Slimer with a pizza. Immediately, first reactions is they're actually heavier than I would have imagined, and bigger as well. If I just bring in one of the mystery mini puffs from the previous film, massive size difference there. So yeah, very, very cool. So there's our first one. So let's do that box back up. So yeah, I think I'm going to cut the tape at the top as well for these. But so let's open the next one. Like I said, I'm not going to check the lettering for all of these. I'm going to let it be a surprise. It wouldn't surprise me if they have put them in order, actually. So it'd be A, B, C, D, E, F, and so on. So our second one. Another Slimer, and that is Slimer with a bag of Stay Puft marshmallows. Very cool, really like that one. So let's place you there, Slimer, for now. Let's do these back up. So on to our next one. Oh, they've... So on the previous ones, the tape hasn't gone along the top. It has on this one. So we've got another Slimer. And this one is very happy looking Slimer. Very cool. So 3 Slimers so far. Wondering if the Slimers are going to be on the top shelf and the Mini Puffs are going to be on the bottom, maybe? Or maybe Mini Puffs along this row? We'll find out in a second, I guess. So, no idea if these are going to come out in the UK. Very annoying. So, I don't know if these come out anywhere other than America so far. Oh, I can tell it's a Slimer. Oh, so this is very similar to the slime we just opened, except like angry looking version. Yeah, so you can actually tell the there's like a line around there where they've clearly just swapped the faces over and used the same body sculpt. Which is what Hasbro like doing. They like reusing stuff to save them money. Okay, next one. So these do say Series 1 on as well, so it does make you wonder if they're going to be a Series 2. The Mini Puffs for Afterlife, there were 3 series, although Series 2... Well, I've never managed to get Series 2. Just 1 and 3. The only time I found Series 2 was from a Japanese seller, I think. And it sold out before I had a chance. It's a Mini Puff. We've got our first Mini Puff. There you go, Slimer, Stay Puffed, ready to eat a lovely cookie. So, yeah, that's cool. Okay, so next one. So doesn't appear to be any special order then. I was, by the time I got to that one, I thought all the ones on top were going to be Slimers. So, Mini Puffed or Slimer this time? I think it's a Mini Puff. I think it's the same Mini Puff actually. Oh no, alright, so very similar Mini Puffed, slightly different. So, Basically different expression on the face and different colour cracker on the s'more. Other than that, pretty identical. Okay, so let's just take these out so you can see the top of the box there. And see you've got the lights from the containment unit, which is quite cool. So I'm trying to put these back in order because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to check the letters once I've done the video, just for editing purposes. So I might have the letter come up for each one on the screen, maybe, once I've opened it. Or maybe at the end of the video, just to see that they do correspond to what the chart says. So, got another mini puff here, and okay, so got a different mini puff again, and it's a very interesting expression. Almost looks like he's like about to jump out at someone, like, or something like that. You know, like someone's sneaking by and he goes, "Arr!" Something like that. Okay, right, so next one. Oh, no duplicates so far, so, you know, hopefully I have been lucky, and it does end up with a full set from buying a factory sealed box. I do like the way these open, I think that's really cool. And I much prefer these to the mini puffs, just for not having to deal with all that horrible marshmallow stuff. Another mini puff, and yeah, that looked like the same. Yeah, so pretty much the same body, just a different face. So he looks like he's ready to jump out at someone. It's almost like this is the before one, like he's ready to jump out at someone, and then this is like the after one, like after he's jumped out at them and like yelled at them. So far we have 4 Slimers and 4 mini puffs. Slimer. Okay, so sticking his tongue out there. Not sure I'm massive on that one. I think it's just a little odd. Don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think that's my least favourite one so far. What do you think? Okay, right, so let's keep them in order. Right, so I've only got 3 left. This looks like a Slimer, so is it the last Slimer we need? And yes it is. Right, so Slimer with a mouthful of sausages. Very cool. So I have got all the Slimers, so that is good. And I noticed actually it was because on the top row it was these 3 and this front one were Slimers, and it's been the same here, and then the last 2 were... No, I've said that completely wrong, haven't I? No, ignore me, I'm being stupid. Right, it's been a long day. So hopefully these last 2 are the last 2 mini puffs that I need. That's definitely a mini puff. Okay, melting mini puffed. Not looking impressed. Right, so I think we might be lucky here. We've got one more to open, and we need one more mini puff. So no duplicates so far. So I think we probably will end up being lucky here. It is handy as well when you can buy them like this, especially for when they don't even release them in your country. But it saves all the hunting around. I'm curious as well, why do they put the code on the back? Well, it's good for collectors, but it seems to defeat the point of the whole blind box thing. And this is definitely the other mini puff. I think that's my favourite one. He's like dressed up like some sort of gladiator or something like that. How cool is that? So yeah, that is really good news. We did get the full set. So yeah, very, very happy with that. I just wish they had come out in the UK so I didn't have to spend a little bit extra importing them. So as you can see, I got a full set. That was great news. No more to hunt down. So it looks like if you do buy a full sealed box, you'll end up with a full set. Obviously, can never guarantee that, but that's how it looks like they end up. So that might be the way to go about it. These two I'm holding here are my favourites, I think. My favourite Slimer and my favourite mini puff. So we've got a Slimer holding the bag of marshmallows there, and you've got the mini puff dressed like a gladiator. Curious to see if we end up with one dressed like this in Firehouse. Not Firehouse, Frozen Empire. Sorry, I'm so used to calling it Firehouse from its code name. I keep calling it Firehouse now. It's called Frozen Empire. But I also did check the lettering chart after I'd done the unboxing, and that was 100% correct. That is how the letters corresponded on the backs of the boxes. So very curious why they put those letters. I've never really understood that. It's great for us collectors, but never really understood it because it defeats the point of a blind box. But I don't know, not in the industry, so I don't know. But yeah, quality-wise, much more ahead of the ones they did for Frozen Empire. They're bigger and just nicer looking sculpts. Yeah, much better. Be curious to see if they do a Series 2, because they do have Series 1 written on the box. So if they do a Series 2, will it be more Slimers and mini puffs? Will it be other ghosts? See, I would have liked to have seen, if I'm going to be ultra fussy here, I would have liked to have seen maybe a little bit more variety of ghosts. It makes sense to have lots of different mini puffs because there's loads of them. There's only one Slimer in the film, so you know, I personally would have done more mini puffs, maybe a couple of Slimers, and then some of the other ghosts. I mean, we've got Pukey that we know of, we've got Garaka, so and who knows what else. Maybe we'll find out when the film's out. So maybe if they do a Series 2, it will be focused on all the other ghosts, or maybe they'll just give us more of these. Who knows? Can never tell with Hasbro what they're going to do. They might never do more of these. So, but anyway, let me know what you think of these. Let me know as well if you found them in your country, not America. I know they're available in America, but have they come out anywhere else? I'm not aware of them turning up in any other country other than America. But yeah, let me know, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, keep on busting.
Want to give a big shout out to the Magic Ghostbuster. Hey Darren, very, very impressive.